We got an appointment yesterday morning with a friend of ours who is one of the doctors from the UFC, and he got us a private appointment at Cheadle Hospital to see an eye specialist yesterday. He kind of basically did the same as the guy that we saw over there, said it's bad, it's not good, but his eye is a little bit more closed than it was. His right eye still can't see anything. He said it's just grey. And they tested him on words and he just couldn't see anything. His left eye, 50%, he went down about 4 letters and then couldn't see the letters. So one's really, really blurry and one's still not working. Sometimes when your eyes here like that, it can become displaced and stay there. And they did a few tests on that and they said it doesn't seem like that. And his vision on the eye that's the best eye, his eye wasn't following properly, so the muscles weren't working strong enough to go this way. This one just wasn't working that good at all. So we've got to have additional tests further this week, and Moyes is sorting the tests out for us, and he's got to have a CT scan, see if the bone's all right, but they think the bone's all right. Right.
Can he see it out of his eye?
No. Whoop. That eye's blurry as well. That's faults in both eyes. But that one's worse.
Yeah. I love it.
How far is it? Sit there.
How far is it?
Doesn't matter. No. Push you. Go on.
Yeah, I walk. Okay.
Is it a better one? There's CPS in that one. It's terrible.
Can you see out your right eye yet or not?
No, I can't walk. I've got this on.
Yeah.
This eye's blurry as well. You put me in both. This one. You went near enough to go deep, mate. I could feel how deep it went now.
You were saying as well that he'd already tried to do it to you, weren't you? I heard you say
You already got one twice. At least once for poking. Keep his fingers close, the ref said. And he's nearly put me in the eye before.
It's hard to believe UFC 321 taking an unexpected and heartbreaking turn as Tom Aspinall's showdown with Cyril Gane ended in a no contest after a severe eye poke. This drama had sent shockwaves through the arena as he was rushed to the hospital right after. Thankfully, Tom has now shared that he's recovering well, and doctors have confirmed it was the right call to stop the fight early to prevent lasting damage.
I could feel how deep it went now. You already got one twice. At least once for poking. Keep his fingers close, the ref said. And he's nearly put me in the eye before. It's outrageous. It feels like my eye, someone's touched the back of my eyeball. I don't know if I can see or not because I've got this on. It felt like his finger hit the back of the eye socket when he pushed it in. I really respect what Bisping's done. I won't carry on fighting with one eye, no chance.
What is UFC? It's martial arts, right?
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay, and there is no external features of trauma
No. My good eye is now getting really blurry as well, so I can hardly see.
How many fingers?
I don't know.
You can't see at all?
No, I can't, but it just looks like you're doing that. Yeah. It's nearly black.
If he stay here, I need to see him again on Monday. If he doesn't stay here, then he must see somebody after 2 days. Okay?
It's good that he stopped the fight.
Yeah. You should stop the fight until you are good again and until you're cleared.
Okay.
But we didn't find anything dangerous.
Okay.
Dangerous sport, man. We've got to do some more tests in the UK as well. We are heartbroken on the channel, but we'll do what we can.
Dana White reacted to the no contest by saying that it was completely Tom's decision not to continue after the eye poke. He explained that he can't force any fighter to keep going if they or their camp don't feel it's safe. According to Dana, it was the right move to stop the fight early because fighter safety always comes first, and Tom's health is far more important than the result.
Dana, what about the rule? It's only the second time in a championship fight that we do have a no contest for such thing. We just have to go by the judges and the fighters' will. That's just the way it is. For him to say after 5 minutes, I can no longer continue. what I'm trying to figure out is there different levels of eye pokes? You see what I'm saying?
Nobody sees what you're saying, sir.
It's only up to the fighter to stay whether or not he wants to continue.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Well, yeah, what am I going to say? Hey, Tom, no, you're going to keep fighting.
Cyril tried to tell him or go toward him, and Jason Herzog said, don't talk to the opponent at that point. So I guess they were trying to figure out to one another.
You can't, just like, I can't make people fight, right? If I want to put together a fight, I can't make people fight. And you definitely can't make somebody continue if they feel they've been injured. Only Tom knows what happened. Could he see? Couldn't he see? Could he continue? Only he knows that.
Dana White also said that Cyril Gane looked really sharp and composed in the fight before it ended. He called it unfortunate, but added that the controversial finish will make fans even more excited for the rematch. Many people noticed how Dana seemed to praise Gane more, calling him technically brilliant, while not showing much sympathy for Tom Aspinall's injury, almost hinting that he believes Cyril was in control before the fight stopped.
Great showing, shitty ending, I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Cyril Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the ass, but yes, as soon as possible. It's unfortunate that it ended the way that it did, and yes, I think that there probably will be a lot more interest in the rematch after they saw, he had Tom bloodied up, and Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so the rematch is very interesting.
Have you got any medical update on Tom, or is it still too soon?
He's on his way to the hospital.
Daniel Cormier talked about how Tom Aspinall got a deep finger to his left eye, but it was actually the right eye that didn't recover properly. He said it was disappointing to hear the crowd boo Tom after such a painful injury. DC added that once the replay was shown, fans understood the severity of the poke and realized they shouldn't have booed him in the first place.
I saw Tom Aspinall. His right eye is covered in a bandage because he cannot open it still. We're 20 minutes past the fight ending. And what's crazy about that is his other eye was the one where his hand went knuckle deep. The right side was scraped down more. The left side was the one that went knuckle deep and really would have been hard to deal with if not for the pain he was seeing on the other side. Tom was very upset that people were booing. And then people saw the replay and were like, wait a minute, maybe we should be booing the other guy. Then they booed Cyril Gane.
Giving his analysis, Chael Sonnen said that Tom Aspinall was landing some solid shots early on, showing great timing and confidence. However, he also pointed out that Cyril Gane was doing really well defensively, keeping his composure and countering Tom's takedown attempt smartly. Sonnen believes that if the eye poke incident hadn't happened and the fight continued, the outcome could have been completely different, as both fighters were starting to find their flow.
Tom did not do anything wrong. He was poked in both eyes. I don't believe Cyril did that on purpose. But I am mad. I'm looking for somebody to blame. But I don't quite know who to blame. Cyril defensively was better on his feet. Tom went for a takedown. Do we have enough evidence to come to the conclusion that Tom couldn't take him down? Cyril was really attacking that lead leg. But Tom was throwing some heat. And Tom was breathing a little bit. He was feeling a little bit that, hey, I'm throwing the kind of shots that have knocked out 6 other men. They weren't landing. Cyril was able to cover. Tom stepped right in there. Tom was in range every time. If Cyril wanted to touch him, he was within range. If Tom wanted to throw shots, he was in range to land. If that fight was to continue based on what we saw, who do you feel was going to win that fight?
Chael Sonnen didn't hold back, saying that Tom Aspinall should have defended his title no matter what. According to Chael, being a world champion means pushing through pain and adversity, even if you're dealing with something as serious as an eye injury. He said champions are remembered for their toughness, and if Tom wanted to prove he's the best, he needed to fight through it and finish what he started.
Anthony? No, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. I talked all day yesterday. Like, I just want to see Tom have to overcome some adversity. I want to see what he does when when his first plan of action doesn't work. What's he checked down to? Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Cyril Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace. But in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times.
Speaking in a haste, Michael Bisping said the rematch between Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane needs to be booked as soon as possible. He explained that fans were left hanging after the no contest and deserve a proper ending. He wants the fight to be booked for December. Bisping believes a quick rematch would settle unfinished business and bring massive attention back to the heavyweight division.
They could do the fight next week as long as Tom's eye's going to be fine. But by doing it sooner rather than later.
Do you think this year? I mean,
100%. MSG, December, or even the first fight night.
Even though we've got those locked in main events and co-main events locked in for both New York and the December card in Vegas, you would say let's just add a third title fight on there and get.
I'd do that. I'd do Vegas in December. I'd put it on the top of the bill. Knock Mirab down one.
Final pay-per-view.
Down one.
Final, not of the year.
Yeah,
with the final pay-per-view, stick 3 title fights on there. What a way to go out.
Bisping also fired back at critics who were calling Tom Aspinall a quitter after the eye poke incident. He said people sitting behind screens have no idea how painful and dangerous eye injuries can be. Bisping added that Tom made the right call by not risking permanent damage and wished him a speedy recovery. For Bisping, fighter safety always comes first, no matter what fans think.
Right, so obviously the main event ended in a fashion that nobody wants to see. It was a tremendous fight. Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall were going toe-to-toe, and it was shaping up to be a tremendous title fight. It really was. And we were going to see Tom Aspinall taken out of the first round. You know, a lot of people online are talking a lot of saying that he quit. The reality is, Cyril was looking good. He damaged Tom, he busted the nose up early. They both landed some shots. Tom landed a really good low kick. Cyril was looking smooth. Cyril defended the takedowns. Talking of takedowns, they're taking down the octagon right here as we speak. The eye poke, it was a bad eye poke. It really was. It was a double eye poke, and they went really, really deep into his eyes. And Tom was clearly emotional, pissed off, upset. And I get it, you know, there's been a lot of time waiting for this moment. You know, he had the whole fiasco with John Jones, he defended the interim belt and all that stuff, and then he gets back in the octagon eventually, and then that happens. First and foremost, I just hope he's okay. That's the main thing. And if he is okay, which I think he will be, maybe he's got a scratched cornea, maybe he'll be fine in a few days. But they got to run it back. They got to run it back ASAP. Right, hold on.
Looking back at his own career, Bisping regrets continuing after suffering an eye poke, so he completely understands Tom Aspinall's decision to stop. He explained that Tom's vision was clearly affected, and with Cyril Gane looking strong in the fight, it was smart not to risk permanent damage. Bisping said the choice made perfect sense, especially knowing how dangerous fighting with impaired vision can be.
It was a significant eye poke. It wasn't like a little scratch.
Yeah.
It was, they went in. They were proper eye pokes, and Tom clearly was in a lot of pain. There's people saying online, well, he was saying multiple times, I can't see. If he wanted to continue, he shouldn't be saying that. The reality is, if he can't see...
Tell the truth.
If you can't see, you're allowed to say you can't see. People might point at me and say, well, you fought with one eye. Yeah, that was a secret because I shouldn't have been fighting. You know, Tom is the champion of the world. He doesn't want to go out there when his vision is impaired or vision is massively affected and potentially lose a fight that was shaping up to be a difficult fight. Cyril Gane was on point tonight. He was looking good. We saw the damage on Tom's face. This was not an easy fight by any stretch of the imagination. He didn't want to continue with his vision damaged or not being able to see, so I don't blame him. The crowd were upset. I get that. They were frustrated. They've flown in from other countries, they've spent a lot of money, they've bought tickets, and the fight ends like that. I don't think the frustration was on Tom. I think the crowd was just annoyed at the situation.
To prevent this from happening regularly, Bisping said the UFC should make a strict rule to stop eye pokes once and for all. He suggested fighters should always keep their fists closed or clenched when defending or striking to avoid accidental pokes. Bisping explained that eye injuries can completely change the outcome of a fight, and that it's time for stricter regulations regulations to protect fighters from losing important bouts due to avoidable accidents like this. Tom showed his respect to Michael Bisping for fighting with one eye, calling it an incredible display of toughness. However, he honestly admitted that there's no way he would ever continue a fight in that condition, saying it's just not worth risking permanent damage, especially when vision is on the line. Demetrius Johnson came to Cyril Gane's defense, saying the eye poke wasn't intentional at all. He explained that it's normal for fighters to extend their hands while trying to keep distance or defend themselves, and accidents like this just happen in the heat of the moment. Johnson also said that Gane clearly didn't mean to hurt Tom Aspinall, and that people shouldn't be too quick to criticize him for it. Alex Pereira was seen shaking his head as Tom Aspinall walked away after the eye poke, clearly disappointed by how the fight ended. Moments later, he tweeted, "Make the heavyweight division great again," hinting at his frustration and possibly teasing fans about his own ambitions to bring back excitement to the division. Sean O'Malley fired back at fans who questioned Tom Aspinall's toughness, saying it's crazy to doubt a guy like him. He explained that fighting someone as skilled as Cyril Gane is already tough, and doing it after getting illegally poked in the eye is even harder. O'Malley said Tom wanted to keep going more than anyone wanted to watch him fight, adding that you could probably break his arm and he'd still keep fighting. On the other hand, Aljamain Sterling surprised fans with his reaction to the fight, saying he wasn't taking Tom Aspinall's side this time. He explained that Tom was clearly losing before the eye poke and quickly said he couldn't see right after it happened. Sterling admitted it made him wonder whether the injury was really as serious as Tom claimed, suggesting there might be more to the story than what everyone saw in the octagon that night. Alexander Volkov said that after watching Cyril Gane dominate in the first round against Tom Aspinall, he feels even more confident about his own chances of getting a title shot soon. He explained that seeing how Cyril handled the exchanges and controlled the pace proved that Tom can be challenged. Volkov believes that if he gets the opportunity, he has the tools and experience to dethrone Aspinall and become the new heavyweight champion. Before the fight, Tom Aspinall's father shared a heartfelt message, wishing both Tom and Cyril Gane good luck and hoping they both left the cage healthy and unharmed. His words showed how deeply he values sportsmanship and safety over rivalry. Fans praised him for being not just a skilled coach, but also a genuinely compassionate and inspiring figure who truly cares about the fighter's well-being above everything else. What a wild turn of events at UFC 321. From the eye poke controversy to heated expert reactions, this fight had it all. But what do you think? Should there be an immediate rematch? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.